Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. What we're going to do is we need something that is going to give us a bit of challenge. So the first bit of challenge is something that is going to cause Cato instant death. Okay, so we have to go and get a sprite that is a tile. We can make it a tile map ourselves. However, we need to go into the scenes for this particular sprite, and on sprite kind of player overlaps with the thing that we're going to make, which is part of the land at the bottom. So this could be a fiery death, it could be just a black box, it could be just a void if you want. You can have anything you like, but if it falls off the screen, it falls into something, we want it to connect with something and say, you know, it's the end of the game basically. So let's go and get our characters. So we have to go and not our characters, sorry, our assets. Let's go and make one. Let's just go and make a tile. So a tile here can just be, it could just be a black void like that. It's entirely up to you. What we could do is have some fire in there, I suppose. And then we could just have laps of fire. So here's one that I just prepared, a fiery death at the bottom, and I just called it fire at the bottom, so it's got a name, so I've just called it fire at the very bottom down here. And then I'm going to hit done, and then that's going to be my fire, so go to my blocks, and then what I can do is just get rid of this sprite thing, tidy it up. And so in this one, what I want to do is just change this one now to my fire, which is there. And if I hold my mouse, you can just mouse over it, it will actually say what it is, which is kind of really helpful sometimes. So I'm going to go and say that. And what I want now is my game, and inside my game I want to say that you lose. So use effects for lose, and shall we have melt? Yes, melt or dissolve, either one I suppose. So the game will then sort of melt. But what I need to do is go and draw this. So I go into my world, into my tile map, which is just here. And what I'm going to do is just draw that across the bottom, so it's in my tiles like we did a while back. Go and grab fire, and then I am going to go and put that all across the bottom, so that when the cat sort of falls to its fiery death. Let's go and play this. Let's go full screen for the full effect. So when we know now it's not going to be able to jump, it's going to hit this and then fall into, oh, and then it should have a fiery death. Ah, I know what I've done wrong. Let's go out of this and fix this. Let's go and fix this because we are using the melt effect for lose, but instead what I've, in my haste, is forgot to put game over and lose in there and use the melt effect for the lose, because this used to be one whole block before, but it actually isn't anymore. So it's going to test it now. It's going to test it and see if it works. Going to fall in there. Hey, game over. And of course we can get a sound for that as well. You get different sounds for the game over. You can explore the sounds yourself. All right. So I think we are nearly onto the home stretch, which is going to be what's going to happen at the very end, and what are we aiming for, like some kind of portal, some kind of door, some kind of thing, a trinket, actually just go and hit. And so at this bit here, it's going to be a very similar block to this, that on sprite kind of player overlaps with another thing here at the location of the thing, the tile. We can say that something else is going to happen in here that's going to go and send us to the start of level 2, okay? In the same way that the coins or tuna or food or fish bones or whatever the cat wants or your character wants, that every time it overlaps with that thing, the player overlaps with a new thing, it gives you a score, and thing attacks you, you lose a life, that kind of thing, okay? So this is a very important set of blocks that we're going to be using in the next videos. All right, as always, have fun, good luck.